Hello guys. Okay, so basically what I will be sharing with you guys today is, as you can see from the cover photo, I'll be talking about how Ethereum mining works and how to mine Ethereum. So previously, before this, I've got mentioned about what is Ethereum. So basically, I will not talk about that. So now I will talk in depth. So how does Ethereum mining works, right? So let's start with miners. Hello Rati, hello Divine. So today, basically, the miners play an important role in making sure that Ethereum works. So that is why they call it Ethereum mining, and miners also play the important parts of it. That is the reason why I call Ethereum mining. And this role is not immediately obvious. So many users, right, think that the sole purpose of it is to generate ethers. Ethers is a short form of Ethereum, so I call it ethers. So it's to generate ethers in a way that doesn't require a central issuer. And that is true. So Ethereum tokens are created through the process of mining at a rate of 5 ether per mined blocks. But mining also had another part of it, at least an important part. So usually banks are in charge of keeping accurate records of transactions. So they have to ensure that the money is not created that is then an intermediary. So basically, let me briefly tell you guys again what is Ethereum. Ethereum is it's the same process like Bitcoin, however they have their differences that I've already mentioned about Ethereum. You can check about it. So let me proceed. So although a trustless or trust minimizing monetary system is the goal, someone still needs to secure the financial record, ensuring that no one cheats. So hello Lauren, hi there. So blockchain though introduced an entirely new way of record keeping, one where the entire network rather than intermediary verifies transactions and add them to the public ledger. So I bet you guys heard of blockchain before. It also works on Bitcoin. So mining is one of the innovations that makes decentralized record keeping possible. So miners can come to consensus about the transaction history with presenting fraud, an interesting problem that had not been solved in decentralized currencies before proof of proof blockchain. So although Ethereum is looking into other methods of coming to consensus about the validity of transactions, mining currently holds the platform together. So now let's talk about how minings work. Like what I've mentioned, the process of it is just the same as Bitcoin, and for each block of transaction, miners can use computer to repeatedly and very quickly guess the answer to a puzzle until one of them wins. So more specifically, right, the miners will run the block's unique header metadata, so which include the timestamp and software version. Hello Lilas. So through a hash function. So what is hash function? Have you guys heard of that before? So by the way, hash function is, you have this number coding that is stated very complicated numbers and letters to be a code. So it can be F G K 2 1 2 4 3 K whatever. That is something like a code, so which will return a fixed length scrambled string of number and letters that looks random. That's what I've mentioned earlier on. So only changing the nonce value which impact the resulting hash value. So if the miners find the hash that matches the current target, the miners will be awarded Ether and broadcast the block across the network for each node to validate and add their copies of the ledger. So if the miners okay, this is the example. So if the miner B find the hash, right, so A will stop work on the current block and repeat the process for the next block. So however, it is difficult for the miners to cheat in this game. There's no way to fake this work and come away with the correct puzzle answer. So that is the reason why the puzzle solving method is called proof of work. Okay, so hello Nilas, did I mention just now? Okay, sorry. Let's proceed. So on the other hand, right, it takes almost no time for others to verify that the hash value is correct, so which is exactly what each node does. Okay, so approximately every 12 to 15 seconds. Okay, so basically Ethereum work take around 12 to 15 seconds. So as you guys know, how long does Bitcoin takes? So Bitcoin took around 10 minutes to complete each block. If you guys don't know, I will tell you guys. Yeah. So a miner, so basically now I'm going back to Ethereum. So since it takes 12 to 15 seconds, right, a miner finds a block to find a block. So if miners start to solve the puzzle more quickly or slowly than this, then the algorithm automatically readjusts the difficulty of the problem so that the miners spring back to the roughly 12-second solution time. Okay. So the miners randomly earn this Ether, and their profitability depends on their luck and on the amount computing power they devote to it. And there's a specific proof of work algorithm that the Ethereum. Hello there. So the Ethereum use it to call Ethash, designed to require more memory to make it where am I? To make it harder to mine using expensive ASICs, which is ASICs, specialized mining chips that are now only profitable way of mining Bitcoin. So in a sense, Ethash might have succeeded in that purpose. So since dedicated ASICs are not available to mine Ethereum, at least not yet. So furthermore, since Ethereum aims to transition from proof of work mining to proof of stake, so which I'll be talking to you guys later. Okay, so now shifting to proof of stake. So Ethereum might not need miners forever. Okay, so developers plan to teach proof of work. So the algorithm that the network currently uses to determine which transactions are valid and protect from tampering in favor of proof of stake, where the network is secured by the owners of the tokens. So if and when the algorithm is rolled out, the proof of stake could be a means for achieving distributed consensus that uses fewer resources. So basically that's how Ethereum mining works. Okay, so as they stated here, let me make a short summary that they are going to make from proof of work shifting to proof of stake. Yeah, like what I mentioned before, because the algorithm that the network currently uses to determine which transactions are valid and protect it from tampering. Okay, so basically let's move on to how to mine. Basically you guys understand what is Ethereum, then forward to how does this Ethereum mining works, and next I will be talking to you guys how to mine the Ethereum. So basically to recap, right, so you know that mining is like a glue that holds Ethereum decentralized apps store together by ensuring that it comes to consensus on each change to any of the applications, which is dApps running on the network. So Miners set computers loose to solve cryptographic puzzles in an attempt to win Ether. And they need to try a huge number of computational problems until one unlock a new batch of the assets. So one of the interesting things about the open blockchain is that, in theory, anyone can set their computers to focus on these cryptographic puzzles as a way to win a reward. So the catch is that mining on major public blockchain tend to require more and more power over time as more people invest in much more powerful hardware. So basically, in these days and age, those mining with load-powered setups are unlikely to win, but it's still a very viable pastime for hobbyists and enthusiasts alike. So basically, now I'll be talking about what choosing the right mining hardware. So yeah, before getting started, what you need to have is a computer hardware to dedicate full time to mining. And there are two types of mining hardware, which is CPUs and GPUs. So what is that? So basically, GPUs is I know it, I forget. Okay, it's okay. Okay, basically what you can just search what is CPUs and GPUs. So it boosts a higher hash rate, meaning that they can guess the puzzle answers more quickly. So at the times of writing, GPUs are now the only option for Ether miners. So settling on a GPU is a complex task, and you can browse plenty of advice about which are the most profitable based on hash rate performance. So power consumption and the initial expense of the card. So you probably want to set up a mining rig, a machine. So what is mining rig? It is a machine that might be composed of multiple GPUs and might take a bit to build. Okay, so sorry I covered up the word. So let's proceed. So mining profitably. Calculator shows that likely amount of Ether you will earn at a given hash rate, and whether that Ether is enough when set against setup and electricity cost to make a profit. So unlike Bitcoin, right, powerful and fast Ethereum ASICs are not available right now. So installing the software. After selecting some mining hardware, right, the next step that you have to do is to install the mining software. So first off, miners need to install a client to connect to the network. And afterwards, programmers familiar with the command line can install GIF or GETH, which runs an Ethereum node written in the scripting language Go or any of the number of clients. So yeah, once you install the app, right, which is the GIF or GETH, your node can talk to other nodes, connecting it to Ethereum network. So in addition to mining Ether, it provides an interface for deploying your own smart contract and sending transactions using the command line. So after that two steps, right, so basically what I'm telling you now is the steps on how to mine Ethereum. So first, like I've mentioned, is to choose the mining hardware. Afterwards is the installing of software, and now I'll be explaining about the testing. So basically, it is possible to mine, test Ether on your own private network to experiment with the smart contract or decentralized application, which is dApps also. That's require the use of token. So mining on the test network doesn't require any fancy hardware, so just a home computer with Gulf or another client installed. So by minting fake Ether, obviously it's not going to be very lucrative. So after that step, right, now is the fourth step, which is you have to install ETH miner, which is the spelling is ETH, which is ETH is like Ethereum, but they only use ETH and miner. So you're mining, right? So you are the miner. So if you are interested in mining real Ether, you need to install mining software. So now that after you download the download the app, right? Client and your node is a part of the network. You can download the ETH miner, and yeah, so once you install your node, we officially play a part securing the Ethereum network. Okay, so the next step, which is the very last steps, right? It's by joining a mining pool. So as a miner, right, you are unlikely to be able to mine Ether on your own. So that is why miners pool together their computational power into mining pool. So to improve the chances of solving the cryptographic puzzles and earning Ether. So then they will split the profits proportional to how much power each miner contributed. Okay, so there's also many factors involved in joining the mining pool. So each pool might not be around forever, and the computational power of each pool is constantly changing. So it's not gonna be the same. So there are numbers of factors that go in deciding which to join. And one point to keep is that mining pool have different payout structures. Okay, so mining pools will also have some sort of a sign up process on the website so that miners can connect to the pool and begin mining. So you have to keep this in mind, right, that the mining world is a whirlwind of change. So it's not gonna be the same. There will be a changes made, and the tools that you pick up today might be obsolete next year, and some mining pools might fall away while others emerge. So it's worth keeping aware of industry shift. Okay, so basically let me summarize back. The first topic that I'm telling you guys just now is how Ethereum mining works. Okay, and also the next part of it is the how to mine Ethereum. It is just easy for you guys to follow these 5 steps, which is choosing mining hardware, installing the software, followed by testing the Ethereum on your own private network, install Etherminer, which is a software application, and also last but not least is to join a mining pool. So basically you can't expect that everything the computational power of it will be constantly changing, so you cannot expect it to be the same only. So yeah, basically that's all from me. If you guys have any question, do ask me, okay? So I mean, like, if you guys want to understand more about how does how do Ethereum mining works and how to mine, you basically can search it on the internet, and it will help you to understand more about it. Yeah, so I think that's all from me today. Thank you for listening, and hope this information that I've shared is useful for you guys to understand how does this Ethereum mining works, and also the steps of how we should mine the Ethereum. Alright, so thank you so much. Tomorrow I'll be doing live again. I'm not sure about what topic, so hope to see you guys again tomorrow. Thank you.